When I was preparing this International Business Bootcamp session, I thought back about the time when we brought the kids to Disneyland in Paris many years ago. And Disney had one ride back then where you sat in a boat that traveled through tunnels, and each tunnel represented a different part of the world. And during the boat ride, in the background, they were playing the same song over and over again, and that song was, "It's a Small World After All." And during the ride, I was wondering all the time, is it a small world after all? So when planning this session, I thought we might begin with a mini case that shows us that at least in one way, it might be a small world after all, and maybe it's getting even smaller. And the mini case is going to be about Amazon. Now this case is especially interesting for me because when I first started in business, it wasn't possible for almost anyone or any company to become international overnight, right? So now maybe you're wondering, how can a company or a person do that today? Well, these platforms like Amazon and others are massive and they cover the world. So that's why we're using Amazon to demonstrate the globalization trend which is happening. And we're using Amazon also because for the moment at least, they are the largest internet retail platform in the world. But watch out, Amazon, the Chinese are coming and catching up fast. But we'll concentrate on Amazon for now and see what globalization looks like. Did you know that Amazon have a turnover of something like $110 billion? I mean, there's like 10 zeros in that number. $110 billion. That makes Amazon like the 237th largest company in the world. And they're growing at over 20% a year. And they're still a teenager, not even 15 years old yet. And Amazon operates 11 different online marketplace platforms. And what that means is that Amazon have 11 countries where they offer the complete service package. So customers in those 11 countries can get their products they want delivered in just a few days, if not 24 hours. Of course, those marketplaces also deliver to neighboring countries, but the timing of those deliveries is different in those cases. So those 11 marketplace platforms, and pay attention to the use of the word platform because you might remember that platforms were one of the 3 drivers of innovation we discussed in an earlier session. Anyway, those 11 Amazon platforms enable sellers from anywhere in the world to do business with the world. And this can be done even though product standards and laws and other things are different in each of those markets. And to do this successfully, Amazon supports the sellers and helps them overcome all of the normal business challenges or barriers we encounter. As a matter of fact, Amazon provides almost all the services you need to become international immediately. For example, the Fulfillment by Amazon services, called FBA, can pick up your product, pack them, ship them to buyers, handle the online payments, provide customer service, including product returns, and they can do that effectively in all 11 marketplaces. And Amazon even offers 24-hour customer service in local languages. Chui wo haru. That means pay attention in Japanese. How is your Japanese, by the way? Mine is pretty bad, but Amazon's is good. Another benefit of the Amazon marketplace is the large amount of data they're collecting from customers, online buying behavior, etc. An example of this is the Amazon Selling Coach. It's a dashboard, which is one of their platform services, gives the seller information like recommendations on products they can sell on other Amazon marketplaces, warnings to restock their inventory so they can avoid running out of stock or avoid pre-fulfillment cancellation risks, etc. Information on customers who have shown interest in a product, but the product may have limited availability on Amazon, so it represents an opportunity for them if they have the product. Free shipping for Prime customers whenever a supplier has a special account with Amazon. And also Amazon have what they call the match low price feature. And that feature informs a supplier when there are other products on Amazon at a lower price than what our product is currently offered at. So in other words, Amazon even help us sellers make our pricing decisions. In fact, with Amazon, all that a seller has to do anywhere in the world is to have their product shipped to an Amazon fulfillment center. From there, Amazon does everything else. Amazing. So today, unlike when I started in international business, all that an individual has to do, or a company, is to get involved in international business by finding or having a product, and that product can be sourced from China or somewhere else in the world. Have that product sent to the Amazon fulfillment center by the producer, for example, in China, and then arrange the banking services so you can do the payment transactions and receive the payments from Amazon, and finally organize your tax payments on your local marketplace with the local tax authorities. So the online marketplaces offered by Amazon, Alibaba, eBay, and others have in fact made the world a very small place after all. And maybe Disney was right. What do you think? It's a small world after all? In today's connected world, international business is possible for almost anyone. Or do you think it is? Well, kind of. It sounds very rosy, doesn't it? But despite the rise of the online marketplaces, the majority of international trade and business which occurs today is not online. And business in general still happens in a more traditional way. And maybe if you remember one of our previous sessions, we said that Amazon only has something like 1% of the total US retail market. What that means is that almost 90% plus of retail sales are still done in the more traditional way, or what we call brick and mortar. And as a matter of fact, the majority of international business is also done in a more traditional way. And those traditional methods we will also discuss in this bootcamp session.